I have this thing that I used to do when I was dating, right? It's hot outside. So we're driving and I put the AC on. You're like, ooh, it's cold, right? What you actually meant to say was, do you mind turning the AC down?
Yeah.
What I'll do is I'll make it colder in the car until you ask for what you're looking for. No,
You don't think it's a little strange?
No, it's not. In life, you get what you ask for, right? As much as you're willing to work for it. Yeah, that's no problem. We can turn that thing down, but it's cold. Oh, you cold? You should have brought a coat.
So you purposely make it go colder?
I used to, right? Just to get people to ask their intentionality.
This is why you're going to Cornell?
This is why. Yeah. Right?
Thank you so much for coming and having coffee with me. You know what I'm saying? We're just going to
I appreciate
coffee
you.
with the king.
I appreciate you. This is beautiful. I just want to thank you for inviting me.
You're my partner, my friend. I don't know if I can say best friend because after all, I'm a little traumatized. But do they call you Sam?
Yeah.
I call you Sammy.
Yeah, you can call me Sam. My dad's friends call him Sammy, but a lot of people call me Sam. It's
Got
fine.
it.
Come here.
I really like Sammy.
Appreciate that.
Don't call him Sammy. That's like my. Anyways, so I'm super excited to talk to you because I'm not gonna lie. I'm just gonna keep it real. Every time that like we show up as a partnership, I feel like we both bring different energy, but like people's eyes are always like on you. Like they're like, who's that guy? You know, and then if it's the ladies, they'd be like, oh, who's that guy? But you know, there's just like you honestly, you generate like kingship. Like when I'm around you, like you're very confident, you know what you're doing. Obviously that's why we partner together on a lot of projects. Where does that come from?
I think it comes from my parents. They really instilled in my brother and I just a sense of freedom, a sense of fun loving, a sense of just being yourself. So over the years, I've just like pretty much cultivated myself. I've really, I guess, found my stride. And that's where I guess the kingship comes from. You know, it just comes from me just being as true to me as I can be. And that's one thing I've always felt like, no matter what situation I get in, different rooms I'm in, I'm just myself.
You know, I love throwing this out that you went to Cornell. And I have a friend that went to Cornell, yeah. No, but you went, but sometimes you won't talk about it, or you kind of, to me, you know, I'm just being real, kind of downplay some of your accomplishments or like accolades. I feel like you kind of like lower yourself and dim yourself a little bit in that light. And maybe I'm just saying that because I feel like you should be like broadcasting it and you're like, it's not that deep to me. But do you ever feel like, as even sometimes an educated Black man, that in order to like fit in spaces, you do feel like you have to suppress or quiet yourself?
Yes, sometimes I feel like you do. Because a lot of people, sometimes they don't like, I'm not the type of person to yell at the top of the mountains like, yo, I am blah, 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 on whatever. I rather, you know, my character, my work ethic, and the things I do speak for itself, right? So while, yes, my accomplishments of having gone to Cornell is really big, I want that to just to be like, oh, by the way, that was also a notch on this belt. I want me and everyone that I know to be like, the full package is that. That's just a part of it, and yeah. But I will say, yeah, going there makes up a part of me that makes me who I am to this day. Like a lot of people there are highly ambitious, the top of their classes wherever they are from. A lot of people are from different countries, different backgrounds. So I feel like the competition there makes everyone rise to the top to some degree.
Okay, so we've sat and had like some really tough combos. Like I think like cried with you. We've like played hours.
I've cried too.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And I always say that you are like just such a great person, but I think the things that I've asked you have always been from the male perspective. So I kind of want to, you know, keep it light a little bit and ask you some questions that I know the ladies want to know.
Let's hear it.
Because I feel like a lot of women want a you, right? You're not available for the taking, but the idea of having an educated man, like a man who's ambitious, you know, you're an entrepreneur, that's not easy. Like all of the qualities that you embody, I think women want, and they're like, what do I need to do to get it? And so we've talked and joked around, like I've sent you pictures, I'm like, Sam, why? You know, and you've really been encouraging. So what would you say to a queen that's watching, like, Sam, how do I get a Sam?
I say, be yourself. Strive to be the best version of yourself in all facets of what that may be, right? Because once you vibrate so high, only people who vibrate that high will match your levels, right? If you're on your grind, if you're out doing your thing, men will see that. You attract a certain level of caliber of man, right? And if you're just still single or still like on the hunt, where's the good men? We're out there.
Yeah.
We're actively seeking it. We're just at a point where, you know, they haven't been found yet, or some people are just intimidated by how to approach a woman who's on her game, a woman who's very much in her stride, a woman who's in her lane, who is very confident. And I feel like a lot of women these days they're like that. They're very powerful. They're very they know what they want. So they're like, where are the good men? They're out there. They're just on their grind. And I feel like us as men, we're just very singularly focused. We're like, okay, you know, career, money, accomplishments, accolades, a lot of tangible things. We want to accomplish those things. But then once all those things don't mean as much, we need a woman. We need someone who can stand by our side to be like, all right, let's experience life together. Let's grow. Let's do this thing called life, you know?
I think it's beautiful and it sounds nice, but like, can I do it, ladies?
Do it.
Like, what the heck? When is everybody gonna like get it together? Like, you know what I mean? Because I feel like that sounds cute, right?
Okay.
It's a lot and you're intimidating. You know what? Life is motherfucking intimidating. You don't think every day I get up, I'm like, oh man, I'm intimidated. I got a big meeting.
Yeah.
But I still show the freak up. And
I
try. So how can we, kings and queens, come to an agreement and be like, hey, I want somebody that's gonna roll with me. I'm a little scary, and maybe can we just get men to say that? Like, because what if she's a catch? What if you think that you know what I really want, and maybe I'm like, no, bruh, it's okay that you don't drive a Mercedes Benz and that you drive a Chevy. That's fine. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Like, what if I'm good with that? And maybe I want that. Maybe I, you know?
Yeah, that's another good question. I feel like when you meet someone, men and women, right, that you feel like is your significant other or is your equal or not even equal, or someone you strive to be with, I say be more intentional on what you want as a person, plus also ask good questions about what that person wants, right? As you know, for instance, like let's just say you wanted the CEO of blah blah blah, right? 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 What is that man looking for? Right? And if it's someone that you're interested in, what are you looking for in a woman? How can I, you know, to my best ability, be the best person for me, number one, but also the best person to match your lifestyle, right? Right? Because a lot of people nowadays get into relationships because she's bad, you know what I'm saying, or he's cute or whatever, and then, you know, 6 months down the road, they both figure out that their personalities are both trash together. Cheers.
Happy birthday.
Oh, thank you, I appreciate that. Thank you.
What if a woman, she's a baddie? You start talking to her, educated, everything that you're looking for. She's trying to be, she got her own thing, you got your own thing. And then she's like, but we can have all the sex you want on the beach, on the couch, on the shower, we can do it. But she's like, hey, I'm saving myself though for marriage. You looked really sad.
No, I'm not. Nah.
No, your face just dropped a little bit.
That was me thinking. That was me thinking.